Okay. Alright. It's the end of the road, guys. Final part of the tutorial. It's been a journey trying to get this thing done, but I think we're finally going to get it done, finally. So, level 5. Level 5 is a very chaotic level, and I'm very likely to screw it up at a number of points. Hopefully not. We'll see on that. But, I guess, let's get this level code going here, and get level 5 going. So to start things off, you want to roll right away. And the reason you want to roll right away is because there's a particular cycle here with these particular platforms. It's not these two that you have to worry about. It's the third one right across this gap here. You got to jump once you fall off this platform and then land on the third platform. It's on a global timer, so you have a very limited window of opportunity to do it. And then as soon as you do, you want to roll, and then you want to drop tech, fall down here. Not what I just did there. You don't want to do that, what I just did. But you want to roll off and then drop down, straight down through here, and land on this nut platform here. Now, I'm going to... There we go. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to roll off here. And then you can see these guys here. This is a new enemy. He breathes fire very periodically. And there's a second one just further to his right. Or to the right there. There's also a bunch of robotic Goombas, so I'm going to blow... Okay, so technically if you do everything exactly as you did in Stage 4, you're going to have only one bomb at your disposal. So keep that in mind. We will use that spare bomb, that single spare bomb that we normally would only have in that situation for getting through this pack here. So, hang on. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Dismount right into the ground there, and I roll really fast through it. And we want to do that to get past that pack with ease and really quickly. Now you might notice this little thing up here in the top corner. That is a crusher. They are a one-hit kill. We are going to take an intentional death to the third one. Now that sounds a bit scary, but it is faster. Because again, you're going to be waiting on cycles if you don't want to take the risk, and that's wasting time. And you would gain bombs back. I mean, right now I have a good amount of bombs still remaining, but I want 3 past the crusher phase. And you'll find out why shortly after that. But for now, before we worry about the third crusher there, we are going to roll down to this little crevice here, and then right at the peak top of this incline here, there's going to be an enemy. I'm going to kill him with a single rebound shot, because I'm going to jump right down here. Like so. Just like that. And then as soon as you kill him, you want to... you short hop from here, and you jump up, you shoot the guy, you kill him, then you continue rolling, and you keep holding right. And apparently I messed it up. I apparently messed up the timing big time on that. So, what's supposed to happen, if you do the first section correctly, you'll be able to get past the first 2 crushers. And then you'll die to the third one here. I didn't die to the third one, I died to the second one, so that's a major fuck up on my part. Sorry. But if it all goes directly according to plan, what is supposed to happen is you'll die here instead where I'm standing. And just before you're about to die, you'll end up killing these guys instead. And then when you come out of death animation... you kill the 2 guys on the ground there, and you will die. Then you will die, and then when you come out of death, these guys will be out of the way, and you'll be able to jump over that group of diamonds there. Now remember, diamond count is very important in Stage 5, and it's important for a completely different reason than Stage 4. And that's because the time ends in the speedrun of Mega Turrican when the diamond count hits 0. So, again, diamond count is important in this stage, but for a completely different reason. Now, the other reason, and the other thing, I'm fortunate, I'm gonna have to wait on this. Oh, I actually couldn't have waited on him. If things go perfectly and you die here to the third crusher, right in the spot I mentioned earlier, this guy is on a better pattern. And then subsequently, after jumping over the stack of diamonds here, you can immediately roll and get past this guy. And you won't have to worry about being caught by the fire pillar and then being pushed up here. So keep that in mind. But assuming all that stuff goes properly, and you did in fact do all of that correctly, you should have 3 bombs coming down this section. And what you want to do here is you want to avoid these things that are popping out of the ground here, and kill whatever enemies are coming from the left side. Once you reach here, you want to roll into a ball, like so. Take a hit, jump up, take a full hop there, so you can take a hit and damage boost yourself forward, and use just enough 5 frames to get past this guy. Okay, I failed it there, but you can actually dodge. You can actually dodge both the remainder of that fire there and this guy as well. I failed it there, but you can dodge him there, so keep that in mind. You also want to jump so you can avoid those diamonds. So unfortunately, because we failed this part, I have to wait on this fire part here, so that's a bit of a time loss. Now, when you're past this group here, you'll have this heart here. We're going to grab this heart because this is the safe route I'm demonstrating. However, in the actual route, in the optimal route, I skip this health, which is a huge gamble. I can get screwed over by the turret boss by doing this and actually die. And it will kill my runs, my world record paced runs, if I even get to this level. If I get to this level, it means that my runs usually have a shot at being a record. And that's why if this turret boss decides to screw me over, I get... It's a run dead. Like, outright dead. But in the safe route, please take this health. Don't assume the risks I do in the optimal route. Take this health and play it safe, which we will do now. Okay, so they didn't screw me this time. So what can sometimes happen if you don't actually get caught and like start shaking around like that, like you just saw? If you bounce back a little bit and then bounce back again and like whatnot, that means you got screwed over by the boss and you didn't get caught and you can't do the optimal damage on the turret boss. It's very unfortunate when that happens. It can happen, and that's why I say don't assume any risks. Don't take any risks that you don't have to. So, okay, so I guess I should probably explain this fight, but this is the turret fight. You'll notice this little circle here. At the bottom, you have one turret. At the top, you have another turret. You gotta kill these 2 turrets in order to advance the level. And they go through a very scripted pattern. They go through a pretty scripted pattern in order for you to actually... Or, what am I talking about? They go through a very scripted sort of pattern. Each one of them stops at the same exact points they always do. It's a pretty easy sort of fight to understand the patterns. But in this, I recommend just outright killing them because they still waste your time every couple of seconds every time you have to chase them down. It's just not a good situation. So what I do instead is I roll and start mining the ever-living shit out of this bottom one. And once I feel like I've confirmed killed him, I wall back, jump up here, then jump up to the top platform here and start bombing the crap out of the top one. So let's see if we can do that properly. Whoops. There we go. So there you go. That's how the fight normally is supposed to go. I utilize the bombs there because it just makes the most sense. And keeping with the safe strats, we want to get rid of that. You just want to get rid of that because in the optimal route, I death abuse there and gain full health, so I can actually damage boost this particular section. In the safe route, don't do that. It's not smart. Not smart. So now, here comes the descent. What you want to do here, you want to drop down here. Don't land on the platform, but drop down and hold right. And you continue holding right. Then once you drop down here, turn left a little bit, but don't hold left. And just drop down till you... Oh, I got hit. I got hit. That is not a good thing to have happen. But it's actually pretty rare that that happens. But normally you can just drop down and not get hit at all. And then once you're past this particular platform, you can hold right. No, sorry, left. And then drop down this platform. Oh, wow. And then shift right just a little bit. Drop down. Now you can see an enemy right down here. This is where I want to hold right. Bounce off him. Hit the ceiling. And then stop holding right about here. Fall down here. There's an enemy. And then perfect landing right there. Then you roll. And that's the fight. Or sorry, that's the descent. Here comes another mini boss fight. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this fight properly. Hopefully, I will. There's a particular sound cue I use to get up here, but this is a pretty stupid fight, doing it the non-quick kill method. Okay, I got up there. So this guy's weak point is right here. There is a quick kill where once this weak point shows up on screen and you ignite a bomb, he'll die instantly. But I believe this only works in the optimal route. I'm pretty sure this works only in the optimal route that I use. So please keep that in mind. That's why I don't show it. I can probably, in fact, I've got the optimal video, and I'll show you some of these quick kills. Actually, no, I'll leave that to the optimal route. I'll show that in the optimal route. Anyway, back to the safe route. What you want to do is you want to jump on to this guy's back here and then roll up, jump out, and then start ducking down and shooting at this weak point here. He should die before he starts electrifying his spinal cord, I guess. So, let's see if we get it. Okay, we're in a good spot. And then that's it. That's how you kill him. The old method. This is the method. This is the tried and true method that's been done with from the oldest runner of this game, who is the only other runner aside from me, and his name is Burb, hailing from Sweden. But that is how you do that fight. That's how you do that fight. The old method. If you were doing the optimal route, you would kill him a much more faster way. But unfortunately, we didn't get that opportunity. While this guy's exploding, we're going to roll here, just so we can advance the screen right faster. And start shooting, and then start rolling to catch up with these bullets. This is the advantage of rebound. The bullets travel as fast as you do when you are in Energy Wheel. And this is something we take full advantage of, because coming up here is all these enemies here. So you can see how it's clearing up all of the hazards for you automatically. So keep that in mind after you kill the big robotic Goomba. Jump off, roll as you land in that corner to advance the screen right, then continue walking as the screen starts advancing right, and get those bullets on screen. Get a nice line going that you feel confident with, and then start rolling behind them. And it allows you that safety net so that this hallway doesn't even pose any risk at all. So now we're on to the climb. And this is probably one of the hardest places to do properly, because you got all sorts of risks here. Not only do you got these flame guys and these flyers, you got these things which are shooting cannons at you. Ideally, don't try to copy what my optimal route does here. Just try to wait out just a little bit. I honestly just collect the diamonds here. Even if it does lose you frames, you know, better safe than sorry. Have that safety net to react where you can. Latch on here. Oh, okay, so there's a mistake I just made there. You can see that I didn't scroll the screen up high enough, and it caused a robotic flyer, a Goomba flyer, to be in a very, very bad position. That was a mistake on my part. Do not do what I just did there. Instead, maybe jump up and scroll the screen up, and then attempt to latch on. I should be fine now. Yeah. Then you want to clear up all of these hazards. As many of these hazards as you can. That cannon shouldn't be a problem. You had to kill at least 2 of the 3 Goombas here. And then you want to walk up here. Latch up here. You should be able to latch on. Then jump towards them. Towards this flame guy here. And then swing your way right over here. And then jump up here. Like that. Now, unfortunately, the screen didn't scroll up high enough, so I gotta jump up like that. Oops, I messed up. And then, once you jump up and scroll the screen up high enough so that this platform spawns, latch onto it here, then jump towards it, making sure you don't accidentally get hit by the cannonball. And then swing over here, and then try to land in this little corner pocket here. Dodge that. This part here, you can take your time a little bit. And the reason for that is because... Oh, I didn't get the chance to show... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Because of this cannonball pattern here. If you do this section down here too fast, there's going to be a cannonball that will anti-air you. Literally anti-air you. So, don't take that risk. Take your time. Line it up. Dodge whatever you have to dodge. Dodge this cannonball by ducking under it, for starters, when you're down here. Then latch onto it, duck under the cannonball, or wait for the cannonball to go under you, then latch on, and then jump up, and then you won't have to deal with any bad patterns here, as long as you're not too slow anyways. But we got a very, very generous pattern here now. So now, the next thing is this box here. This is the ultimate box. Every single power-up that you can acquire in the game is in this box. The homing missile, the health, the shield, every single weapon in the game in this very box here. So, pretty much every single aspect, every single thing that you need is in this box. We want to maintain the rebound here. So, to get that result, we have to once again shoot this box while we're on top of it to reclaim the rebound and not end up with laser or multiple. We also want the homing because we want the extra damage on the evil machine. We're at the end of the game now. We have a couple more bosses. The climb is almost done, and then it's just 2 bosses. The last one of which has 2 phases attached to them. So, and then of course the health is there to fill you up to full, which of course there's going to be times where you're just not going to have the full life. This climb is very hard, by the way. You're very likely going to, likely die trying to get up there. It's a very tough thing. You really got to eye it out. But now that we're up here, we're going to shoot the box like so. And you can see we grabbed everything. We grabbed the health, we grabbed the missiles. You can actually see the homing missile right there. And the health is already regenerating. And I also have the rebound. So, now that we grabbed all the contents, we're going to now jump up, kill him, and scroll the screen up simultaneously. 2 reasons why we do that. Get that guy out of the way and scroll the screen up. And then latch on and jump up here. Jump over here, so we can swing over here, and while we have shield, we are protected from this, we're protected from this. So keep that in mind, and it allows us to get up here. And that's how you do the climb. Everything else, really just simple. Really, really simple. That's the end of the level. So all that's left now is the boss fight. Now, describing the boss fight, I'm actually going to have to mute the AMRAC here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a particular video that will highlight the quick kill, because I feel I'm going to mess this up very, very easily. So, whoops, hang on a second. Let's, let us show that, oh my god. There we go, okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play this video. Here's the quick kill and how it's supposed to look like. Very, very, very tight window to do this. I expect most of you to not be able to do this. I'm gonna show this again. And see how I'm doing it really, really quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn my TV down here just momentarily so that we aren't getting any extra game volume here. But how I do this particular fight, I have to show this off via a pre-recording because I can't actually. It's probably not going to be easy to explain any other way. But I use a specific sound cue within the audio track of the boss fight to start plowing down the mines. And you'll notice I concentrate the mines in one spot and just shimmy back and forth Actually, hold on. Let's do it frame by frame here, and I'll probably better explain my actions as I'm going through this quick kill here. Remember, I know this isn't something that's critical. It only loses you 6 seconds if you don't get it. Okay, so what I'm doing here, you can kind of see how I'm shimming back and forth here, and I'm trying to plow down these mines right in this particular location, trying to focus all this damage on this particular boss's right eye here. And you could see how I just barely get it. I barely get it by getting it, because what this guy does, what he normally does is, as soon as he opens this door, this shutter, he immediately closes it. And it's really, really annoying. So the window of opportunity to get this quick kill is extremely precise. Extremely precise. Which is why, I mean, there's no reason to not go for it. But, you don't expect to get it. Do not expect to get it. It's a very, very specific window of opportunity. I basically need a sound cue to know when to start dropping the mines at all. So it's pretty evil. It's a pretty evil quick kill, but again, when you're learning safe strats, it's not the worst thing. It's really should only be a 5 to 6 second time loss if you fail to get it. Because normally, even if you go for it, you should be able to kill him, but maybe just barely. If you don't kill him before he shuts the door, then perhaps you'll still at least kill him. Well, sorry. What I mean to say is, there are two kinds of kills that you can get on this guy by actually going for this particular quick kill. You can kill him before he even gets the chance to get to the first frame where he will shut the door. And if he gets to that point, then he is given the opportunity to make you lose 5 to 6 seconds. Because that means he successfully shuts the door, and you have to wait for him to open it again before the game allows you to say, oh yeah, he's dead now. But if you do manage to kill his eyes while he's attempting to shut the door, then all you have to do is you wait 5 to 6 seconds for him to open it back up. And, ideally that's what you want to shoot for, at least starting off. So, you know, the best possible kill is something to shoot for as you get better at the game. You know, baby steps, baby steps. You got to think of it like baby steps. Just I want you guys to shoot for is try to kill him as he's trying to shut the door. Because if you do not even successfully kill him to that extent, you're gonna have to waste more energy wheel to kill him. And that's not a good situation. That's actually a very bad situation. Because then you have almost no energy wheel left to deal with the evil machine, which is the fight that follows this one. Now, of course, in the safe route, you should have plenty more than enough energy wheel. Plenty more than enough energy wheel to deal with it. Sorry, somebody just messaged me. So, I'll try to get this done as quickly as I possibly can. So, now that I've kind of somewhat highlighted it, I'm probably now going to show you how to fail it. Maybe, hopefully. I have no idea. But let's get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. And now I'm going to turn up the TV volume again because I need this sound cue for doing this. This is very tough, and I imagine I'm going to fail it. Okay, yeah. So there you go. What you saw there. You saw that I killed him. You saw the eyes actually explode, but he managed to get to the first frame of him shutting the door. And at that point, you know, the game just decides, well, he got to shut the door on you, so now you gotta wait. So basically, going for record attempts, going against my PB, which right now is a 13:43, I would lose 6 seconds because of this. That is how precise the window is. And you can see, yeah, I already knew he was dead. But the game has to lift up the door just to let you know, oh yeah, I'm actually dead. It's a pretty funny way to die. And usually I'm fine with a death like that from him. Even in a marathon setting. So now we are on to the final boss of the game. This is the evil machine. And I have the homing missile and rebound fully upgraded, I think. So I should be able to kill this guy before he gets to his second attack. And all you really have to do is just kind of take a single hit from him, from his lasers. Okay, here's how the fight's gonna go. He's going to come down. As soon as he stops, then he'll start having damage registered to him. He has 2 attacks, and he cycles through them, so it's the same cycle every time. The first attack is his eye lasers. He takes your current position, and he shoots his 2 eye lasers, and then they bounce, maybe I should utilize the mouse. So he's going to shoot his eye lasers, and then he's going to take my current position, shoot the eye lasers at me, and then they're going to bounce wherever, off of however many times. Usually it's 3. And then they'll disintegrate up here if you decide to stand right here. After that attack, he'll do this attack where he shoots, I don't know, a fireball that kind of homes in on you and curves around and just tries to home in on you. Just outright tries to home in on you. And this is a problem. This is actually a big problem. We want to try and kill him before he gets to this attack. It's not a big deal if he does, but you're likely not going to be able to perform the accurate quick kill on his second phase, which is a real doozy. It's a real doozy of a phase, let me tell you. So hopefully, if you follow my guidance here, and hopefully I don't screw this up, I get hit, and then take a jump, and we're just gonna stand here, chill. Nope. Okay. Well, we took an extra hit, so we're very light. We're definitely gonna die. It doesn't matter, because what we're gonna try to shoot for Now that we've killed off the first phase, we're on to his second phase now, and what he does in his second phase is he spawns right on this platform here to start things off, and he shoots two particular kinds of projectiles. One is I don't know, something that looks green. He just shoots something that looks green. I can't really tell what it is. And then other times he throws a bouncing ball that kind of just ricochets, bounces off the walls, bounces underneath here. And a bit of a janky sort of pattern, to say the least. And yeah, basically the idea of the second phase is he goes from this spot and then he teleports to a different spot. Usually it's this one. Sometimes he'll teleport to this one, this spot here in the middle. It's pretty much random where he goes. So the only thing we do know is that he always consistently starts here. So that's why I'm positioned right here, right now. And what I'm going to do is that once he spawns here, I'm going to start plopping down all these mines and just intentionally die. I'm going to intentionally die on this fight. Intentionally lose a life so that I can continuously do all sorts of damage to him and hopefully kill him as I die. And then that is the strat I use in the safe route. It's scary. It sounds scary. It is intentional. And in the safe route, you should have more than enough lives to be able to do this. If you don't, if you're down to your last life, you're basically forced to just try to gun him down and try to dodge his projectiles. And that can be also equally as scary. So do keep that in mind. You may end up losing all your lives to this guy. If that does happen, thankfully in normal mode, if this does happen, all that just means is you start level 5 again. You don't start from the beginning of the game, you just start from level 5. So, yeah. But now that we're done with phase 1, let's see if we can successfully pull off the quick kill on this fight. Yep, okay, good. So there you go. I intentionally died there in order to get that quick kill. And that's the end of the game. Then the diamond count is 22. Time ends when that diamond count reaches 0. And there you have it, guys. That is Mega Turrican for the Sega Genesis. I hope this tutorial helped you out. It was quite an endeavor trying to motivate myself to do this, and I'm technically still not done with it because we haven't really truly highlighted the optimal route. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Enjoy the credits, everybody. I will be signing off. I think from here I'm going to be doing some serious hard grinding to beat my current record of 13:43 and get a time I'm satisfied with. When I do finish that, we'll be highlighting the optimal route and then get the chance to finish this tutorial off once and for all. But given the lack of runners right now, currently, as I make this video anyway, covering the optimal route is not as important right now. I will get to that in a future day, whether that's months from now. Whenever it's basically going to be whenever I'm done with this game, which can probably be months from now. You never know. You never know. But yeah, that's all I've got to teach everyone about running this game as safely as I possibly can. I'm sorry I had to separate it into multiple parts here. There's just so many things that can go wrong and so many things that I just can't properly show unless I did it like this. So, I hope you all appreciated the time and effort I had to take to get this done.